Today, bro, we just gonna be talking about, bro, don't become a target. Don't become a target. Moving unaware, moving just off impulse. You see what I'm saying? Just wanting to get up and do something. Don't become a target. Don't become a target. Don't become a target. And that's not only just for the spiritual ones, but that's for anybody who's moving out in this world. Don't become a target, and it's easy to become a target. And that's amongst your peers. You know what I'm saying? That's amongst just the world. You know what I'm saying? The powers that be. Don't become a target. And how you become a target is, bro, moving unaware. You see what I'm saying? Moving without the thought, moving without thinking. You don't want to do that, bro. You want to move being prepared. You want to move being genuine. You don't want to become the target because it is easy to become a target in this world. A lot of folks that's flashy, what do they become? A target. They become a target because they were flashing. Because people was like, ooh. They was like, ooh as well. But people was like, ooh too. Not only can you become a target by your peers and by the people around you, but you can become a target by the by the laws. You know what I'm saying? By people that have power. You know what I'm saying? That so called have power in high places. They don't want to fuck with you. They don't want to fuck with you. So you gotta watch how you move. You gotta move unapologetic, but you gotta move fierce. You gotta move fierce, and you gotta know you're making that right, and you gotta know you're making the right decision because it is easy to make the wrong decision in a time, nigga, where all this information is coming out. You see what I'm saying? In a time where we supposed to be at war. In a time, nigga, where it's confusion on the planet and chaos. Everybody want to do the same thing. Everybody wants to get on social media and be seen and those type of things. So with us having this time and being in this time, what you got to come to understand is I don't want to become the target. I don't want to become the target. And how do you not become the target? You got to stay out the way a lot of times. You got to stay out the way a lot of times. You got to move by yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because it is easy for somebody to have envy of you. You see what I'm saying? Want a destiny swap with you, and these type of things come from you just being who you are a lot of times. You just being who you are. So you gotta understand these things, bro. Don't become the target. Don't become the target. I'm not telling you not to live out your truth, not to walk by your truth, you see what I'm saying, and live in truth. I'm telling you to not become a target. And how do you not become a target? A lot of times you move alone. A lot of times you goddamn sit back and chill a lot of times. A lot of times you don't get to go out. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't want to become a target. And you become a target in this age, like I say, doing the things you're not supposed to be doing. Not thinking, not moving. You see what I'm saying? Not thinking about your moves before you make them. Because it is easy to become a target in this world with a lot of people around. What you gotta understand is in this world, bro, you can't just only watch out for the laws and things of that nature. You gotta watch out for your peers because you can be targeted by them just by how you shine. They understand, nigga. Hey, this nigga got this type of shine. This nigga got this type of glow. This young lady has this type of glow. So let me latch onto that. No, bro, you don't want to become the target. You don't want to have that boy's eye, that big ass arrow on your back, bro, saying get me. You don't want that. So you gotta move a certain way. You gotta move a certain way. You gotta move cautious. You gotta move prepared. So I'm saying prepare for any situation that can come at hand because it's easy to become a target, especially when you're speaking on truth and you're walking in your truth and walking just in truth in general. When you're seeking and these type of things, it's easy to become a target. A lot of people, nigga, become a target because nigga they just so-called being them, being themselves, which is nothing wrong with that. But what you gotta come to understand is a lot of people don't like your natural, genuine self. A lot of people don't like that self that you have. You know what I'm saying? That independent thought that you have. So you got to move a certain way. You got to most times move alone. Most times move alone. And is it easy all the time? No, no. But you gonna see niggas gonna pay off for you because you gonna see a lot of people falling this time. You gonna be like, damn, I was cautious. I didn't have that target on my back. So the fact that you were cautious, nigga, it made you survive. You were able to survive because nigga you didn't just go out here and move without being thoughtful, without thinking. You see what I'm saying? You gotta think about those things because it is, like I said, bro, easy to become a target. It's easy to become a target in today's age, bro. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us get on social media and don't know you're a target. You see what I'm saying? Just based off how you posting, based off what you posting. You see what I'm saying? People looking at you and like, ooh, ah, damn, look at this motherfucker. You're a target. You're a target. You gotta understand these things. So you gotta move in a era and just in a genuine way, but also be cautious of how you're moving. Also pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings because it's a lot of things are happening right now. A lot of information are coming out. A lot of people are going crazy. You see what I'm saying? You gotta do a lot of things to keep your sanity. You see what I'm saying? Because in this time, nigga, that we in right now, you can become a target because people are going insane. So they might just see that light on you and just be like, damn, let me go get him. He's shining. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand these things. You gotta move with that quality of self because it's easy to become a target, especially by the police or something like that. Because they're just so called doing their job. They're out here just as confused as the citizens. You see what I'm saying? Just as confused as the citizens. What make it worse about them is they have this quota that they have to meet. So they'll pull you over, you know what I'm saying? Just because they need their quota. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand that. So you can't become a target in society and how not to become a target. How not to become a target. Be unapologetic but also move with thought. Also move like you got purpose, like you got a vision, like you know where you going. You see what I'm saying? If you know everybody gonna be at the club that night, maybe you don't need to be at the club. Maybe you don't need to be at the club. If you know everybody's gonna be somewhere, maybe you don't need to be there. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Because the chaos is roaming right now. Like people is going crazy. People seeking for certain things that they don't need that they don't need to be trying to find. What they need to be trying to find is yourself. What you need to be trying to find right now, right in this time, nigga, is yourself. You can't find yourself goddamn doing all these external things and not looking internally. You're gonna lose yourself. So remember that, bro. Remember who you are. Remember what you want to do. Remember exactly who you are. You know what I'm saying? Sit back sometimes, take some time off social media, take some time off. So I'm saying, if you have to, if it's need be, if you feel like you're being drained or anything of that nature, take some time off, bro. Take some time off. You know what I'm saying? If that job is causing you so much pain and trauma, maybe you need to quit, bro. Maybe you need to quit. Most High make a way for you. A lot of times, nigga, we don't stop doing certain things because we feel, hey man, I need to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? I need the money. What's more important, the money or your health or your, you know what I'm saying? Health as well. You're gonna make money if you're able to be here. You're not gonna make the money if you can't be here. So you got to take that into consideration. You got to take that time. You see what I'm saying? And you got to understand what time we in right now. You got to understand, nigga. You don't want to become the target, and it's easy to become the target in society. Like I said, bro, you don't just got to watch out for the laws and things of that nature. You got to watch out for your peers. You got to watch out for your peers because it's easy for them to latch on and be like, damn, let's get him. Let's get him. Especially people you don't know. Watch what people say. Watch what people say. You see what I'm saying? Watch what people say, watch what people do, and you will understand, nigga, okay, I can't mess with this type of person because this is the things they do. They're two-faced. They'll sit in my face and do one thing and then backstab me. You got to understand these things, and you got to move with the quality of just knowing self, knowing thyself, keep learning thyself. It's a path, it's a journey, it's a school. It's not, you're not going to know yourself completely. That's why we here. That's why we here in this school, because we continue learning each other. Not only each other, but we're learning ourselves and learning our in and out. So you got to move with that ferocity. You got to understand that. And you got to know, nigga, the path that you're walking is a righteous path. A lot of times it's going to be alone. A lot of times it's not going to be people with you. A lot of times it's not going to be people with you. What you got to understand is at the same time, you're a natural target. You're a natural target. You're a natural target. And the reason you're a natural target is because you do shine. You do have that aura. You do have that glow. You see what I'm saying? That magnetism, nigga, is within you and it's on you. So a lot of times, nigga, you gotta understand that you can't do shit that regular people do because you're not regular. So remember that, bro. Remember where you headed and where you going, bro. I know it was a short video, but we finna get up out of here. Like I said, remember, don't become a target. And how you not become target is staying out the way, watching, being aware, being humble at the same time, bro. Because humble, my bad, bro, but being humble, bro, is what people let people accept you and you continuing to be positive. Somebody is continuously being negative towards you and they're being negative and continue you feed them with positive. You see what I'm saying? You make them feel like, damn, I am a fucked up person. You wanna know I'm a fucked up person? Because this person is doing nothing but being positive to bringing the energy and shit out of me and energy to my life, nigga. And I can't, and I'm not seeing that. All I'm doing is being negative, bringing this person down, draining this person. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta keep that in mind. You gotta keep that in mind. You gotta reflect that mirror on them and let them see themselves sometimes and be like, okay, see, I told you, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. You just didn't want to put that mirror on yourself, and because you didn't put that mirror on yourself, certain things happen. But you gotta understand and continue to understand, bro. Don't become target. Don't become target. Watch people. People tell you the truth. People tell you what you want to hear. People gonna tell you what you want to know, but you gotta watch them. You gotta pay attention to them. Pay attention, bro. So I thank y'all for tapping in, bro. We finna get up out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. We finna get up out of here, bro. If you resonate with the message, please drop a like, please. Goddamn, like, comment, and subscribe. And fuck with me, bro. Continue to fuck with me. This G and Eric, bro. We out of here. Peace.